to raspberry, but I've decided to make ours with passion fruit, which grows abundantly down under. In the bowl of an electric mixer fitted with a paddle attachment, cream 1.5 sticks of room temperature butter, and let it cream until it's nice and fluffy, and add 1/2 cup of confectioner's sugar, nice and light, and 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Make sure you get a very high quality vanilla and one that you like the flavor of. In another bowl, mix 1¼ cups of all-purpose flour, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 cup of cornstarch. Australians use the term corn flour, which is the same thing as cornstarch, and it's used in combination with flour to soften the cookies, the product, whatever you're baking, and make it more tender. A recipe that has part flour and part cornstarch yields a cookie with the perfect crumb, but it doesn't fall apart. So that's what we're looking for with the cornstarch. So add the dry ingredients to the buttery ingredients. Originally, cornstarch was used in laundry. That's the starch that you would put in your collars and cuffs. That's our batter. So now just release the paddle and cover the bowl and chill for at least an hour. So now the dough is really hard, stiff. Using a 2 teaspoon ice cream scoop, you will make approximately 40 balls. I like to scoop it all out and then roll each of these little scoops into a perfect ball like that. And when you get them all done, then you mark the top of each ball with the tines of a fork, pressing down about 1/3 of the way, just like that. Very easy, very pretty. And you'll see how nicely those cook up. Bake the cookies in a 350-degree oven for approximately 10 to 12 minutes. The cookies will be slightly golden around the edges. So now for the filling of these delicious meltaways. It's a curd that is thickened a little bit more with the addition of some gelatin. In a medium saucepan, combine 4 large egg yolks, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 cup of sugar, and 1/2 cup of passion fruit puree. Now you can get this right out of a fresh passion fruit, or you might want to buy yourself puree de fruits, puree of passion fruits. So mix this up, put it on your stove, and heat over medium heat, stirring constantly until it's thickened. As soon as it is thick, take it off the heat and add 5 tablespoons of chilled butter that's been cut up into little pieces, and 1 teaspoon of unflavored gelatin. And just to make sure that it is perfectly smooth, put it through a fine sieve. What a nice texture, don't you think? It's really pretty. And the color is gorgeous. Get that right through the strainer, and this will thicken beautifully as it cools. Cover it with a piece of plastic wrap and put it in the refrigerator. Press the plastic into the surface of the curd. This will prevent any such thing from happening. So now, ready to fill these beautiful meltaways. Here's the curd, combination of both the egg yolks and the beautiful passion fruit. Now a scant teaspoon, and this is what this is, a scant teaspoon scoop. And I turn these cookies over. Don't overdo it because you don't want it dripping out the sides. And once you get the passion fruit on each upside down half, then powder sugar the tops. And I like to do this before I put the tops on. These have cooled right on the parchment covered baking sheets. So then you'd pick this up like that, push the cookie together, and immediately just plunk it down into a little paper. And no matter how many you put out, there will be none left because these melt-aways are just the best cookies ever.